Kalon is about the inner beauty. It's about beauty is broader than skin deep. It's about more than just the physical beauty, it's about the moral beauty. And it really highlights our vision and our mission about high integrity, very honorable venture capital company, very trustworthy, someone that everyone wants to work with as an investor or as an entrepreneur. What we say is what we do, and we commit to doing it. So it's very much in line with what we do. And we believe in, as we can see here, we believe in smart capital, clever capital, smart interventions for what we do every single day, and getting our investors smart returns. And that's our mantra in Kalon. We've seen 100 companies in the last 10 months. And of the 500 companies we've seen in the last 2 years, a lot of them are solving African problems. As Peter Diamandis says, the biggest problems are the biggest opportunities. Now, Africa's got its problems. We all know that. But for an entrepreneur, that is a significant opportunity. Our game, which is very important, our strategy is not about investing by ourselves. Our strategy is about co-investing. We'd rather have a smaller piece of a bigger pie than a bigger piece of a smaller pie. So all three of our investments now, even the one we just made in iPay, there's lots of other investors involved in that already. Very, very smart investors involved in that. With Snap and Save, we've co-invested with Smollen Group. They're in 5 continents. They're in 500,000 retailers around the globe, and that's the business, getting into retailers and getting into fast-moving consumer goods. And they're in 53 countries across the planet. And our next move is going to be to take it to Asia and start rolling it out, the product in Asia. With the Sun Exchange, we co-invested with is it New York? I think a New York-based venture capital company. So we've got a 50-50 investment of the investment size of 50-50 investment. So
what is Snap and Save all about? In today's times, we know for shoppers and consumers, it's all about adding. Everything adds up and makes a difference. As we have this growing, emerging, or middle class market, and trying to be aspirational, safe for little things, whether it be a wedding, whether it be a trip overseas, or even whether it be just paying for Christmas dinner at the end of the year. And what the team did at Snap and Save is they developed some smart till slip technology that really meant that shoppers could go out and save wherever they shopped just by taking a photo of the till slip. So going onto the app, seeing what offers are available, shopping at any store, anytime you wanted to after the purchase, taking a photo of the till slip, and the money was put back into the wallet ecosystem.
Now, as a civilization, we've actually just crossed a monumental technological tipping point. We can now produce electricity directly from the sun, cheaper than we can through burning fossil fuels. We're actually now becoming a silicon-based economy. With many businesses, industries, and particularly communities in developing markets, they can't go solar because they don't have or have access to the capital. So, you've got the search for financial yield on one side and the need for solar energy on the other. The Sun Exchange is a marketplace that connects people wanting to invest in solar projects and needs to access it. And they can do so by buying into commercial solar projects at the scale of a single solar cell at a time and leasing it to us in return for the value of the electricity generated by that solar cell.
What's very interesting is initially we started as an e-commerce basically payment solution, and a lot of guys basically came to us like Sage and says, can you actually enable payment also using e-billing? And then we started basically evolving and realizing that the opportunity for us was to create an ecosystem like Visa and MasterCard, where a merchant would have one account in order to process payment on the online website, process payment on the point of sale, but also be able to do the same through push SMS notification, in-app payment, as well as QR code payment.
So there's a lot of exciting stuff in the pipeline. Made 3 investments. I think that really, hopefully, you can get the excitement that I think you can see from the Kalon team. I think there's, the runways there, the opportunities are there. It's not about the idea. The ideas are brilliant. The product's brilliant. It's now all about the execution and taking this to another level.